Three, two, one. Let's go. Today is January the 11th on this beautiful Sunday of 2026. I'm Mr. 411. Welcome to Make It Official. And as always, with me is Mr. Stephen Duval. Mr. Duval, how's it going this morning?
Going great. Top of the morning to you.
Indeed. All right. Appreciate you being here, being on. And as you can see on the screen there, mutual combat. We're going to talk about mutual combat today. That's the hot topic. And it was an interesting play in a college football game this week. And we're going to get the inside scoop here from you and get a better understanding of what went down. The game was Miami versus Ole Miss.
Great,
And there was a
great ball game.
Yeah, it was. A lot of people still talking about this game, um, this very day, and they'll talk about it for a long time. But yeah, in the college football tournament, they matched up, and it was a interesting play, a Hail Mary play. I want you to talk about what a Hail Mary is, and just break down how all that went down. So before we do that, we'll run the play and then we'll come back to you, Mr. Duval. You can break things down, all right?
Okay.
All right, there you go. So you see the play. That's part of it, but we want you to break down the whole thing. So I'll pass the mic over to you, sir.
All right. Um, First of all, like we said previously, it was a great ball game, and it's coming down, to the last play of the game. Ole Miss is trying to score. They've got it in a position where uh, a Hail Mary pass uh, could win the ball game. First of all, uh, the definition of a Hail Mary, pretty much, simply put, it's a prayer. You're sending up a prayer. That's what you're sending a prayer up to be answered, because it's a desperation play for sure. Uh, if you're not in position, if the quarterback can only throw the ball, let's say 35 or 40 yards, and you're not on the 40-yard line or whatever, then the game is pretty much over anyway. So, first of all, you got to get in position to where you can get this ball to the end zone or near the end zone where a play can be made uh, to win the game. So, everybody is aware of that. Everybody knows what's getting ready to happen on a play like that. This ball is going to be thrown toward the end zone, and hopefully you get it in the end zone, or close to the end zone where it can be batted to another player or whatever. But in all definition, it is a prayer, and you want a prayer. It's a desperation play, and you want a prayer answered. Now, I guess the biggest question is whether or not there was pass interference on this particular play.
Mhm.
And as you see, the video was called, what was it called? Mutual Combat. It's
Yes.
the time I've really heard that. It looks like a video game to me. Mutual combat that everybody's doing. So if it's mutual combat, that means that both the defender and the offensive player are doing something. And as they went down the field, they were jockeying for position. Everybody that's involved in this play is trying to get in position for that ball in the end zone. And as we have stated in the past, defenders have every right to a pass as the offensive players. So it's not like we're just trying to let him catch the ball and then tackle him or whatever. We want to catch the ball too if we are defenders. Uh, so everybody has a right to that ball. And as those guys went down the field, if you're asking for pass interference, well, when does pass interference occur? First of all, the ball's got to be in the air. So if the ball is in the air and you've got contact And as the video is showing, you've got contact on both sides. You got the defender grabbing, you got the offensive player grabbing. Everybody's doing that, but they're doing all this as they run down the field. So, in my mind, and as in other minds, uh, what do you have on that? Unless you get a takedown by either one of those guys, and I mean, somebody's got to tackle somebody uh, while that ball is in the air. Unless you got a takedown in that particular instance, then we've got nothing on this play. And that's not just my opinion. I took the liberty to reach out to several of my referee friends who are still calling in college football. They're D1 great officials, been in big games throughout their careers and all. And some of the answers, when I asked them, what do you have on this play? Uh, a couple of them were, first answer I got was nothing. And then
Wow.
somebody said, nothing unless it's a takedown. And then one official just went on and said, not a D thing. So, no disadvantage. Uh, Another official said both were tugging and grabbing. And then here's the thing, and this is what I concentrate on too. Uh, he said both were tugging and grabbing, no bailouts on a desperation. Hail Mary, it's over. Now, understand uh, the definition of a Hail Mary pass is desperation. So, Tyrone, you understand that bailout concept in basketball when you got a 5'7" guard driving to the hole,
Hmm.
trying trying to make a play at the basket, and all of a sudden he brushes up against this 6'7" guy there, and all of a sudden he goes to the floor or whatever, and everybody's asking for a foul on this 6'7" guy. And in your mind, what are you thinking?
Can't bail them out.
You can't bail him out. That's exactly what you think. This is a bailout. So here's a situation where all this stuff is going on. They're both tugging and everything else, and all of a sudden the ball falls incomplete in the end zone. Now, of course, all the Ole Miss fans want this player to be bailed out in this situation. He made a desperate effort at that ball, and he got close. The pass was there in the end zone where it should have been, and everybody was fighting for it and all of that. But at the end of the day, it ended up on the ground. Game's over, and that's my take on this. Now, it's been a lot of other folks saying that pass interference should have been called or whatever, but at the end of the day, I think one commentator said 99.5% of the time we're going to leave that alone. And I don't know what half percent of the time we're going to get that, you know. So that's my take on this. That the game was hard fought. Two teams left it out there on the field. Desperation play at the end. It didn't materialize, and so the game's over. And, and in my mind, I think every last one of those referees slept well that night because they had no influence on this game whatsoever. It was just two teams that fought it out to the best of their ability.
Okay. All right. So you did mention a couple of key points there, and I just want to come back and ask a couple of things that I've heard some people ask out on social media, and one is, and I think you clarified this already, but when they was running down the field, the two players, and a lot of times, you pick up this point here, as you can see right here. Still all right here, as you can see, like the player in white is holding on.
Hmm.
Like a lot of people were saying that should be a penalty on the player in white because at that particular time you see the player holding on to the shoulder pad. breastplate area on that. So is where you're saying that because it's a Hail Mary play that you just allow that type of contact to go on?
Well, how many times did the other player grab? How many times did the offensive player grab the
Okay.
short defensive player? So it happened, both ways. So should you get his penalty and ignore the other one? Or we're gonna ignore this contact, but pick up this contact. Oh, we're gonna separate. No, we got two guys going at it. And again, both of them, neither one of them wound up on the ground except in the end zone trying to catch the ball. So they both had a chance at that ball, a desperation play at best, you know. So uh, yeah, everybody, and it's sort of like when you're at the kitty youth football game.
Okay.
There's somebody in this right there on the sidelines hollering, "He's holding, he's holding, he's holding," and that's number 57's mother watching her son in the game. You know, that's all that concentration is being on one particular instance where somebody's doing some in that particular game. Now it's, 22 other players, 20 other players out there doing things and all of that. But that concentration is only on that one player. The point I'm making is that everybody's concentrating on that one instance where this guy grabbed his jersey. What about the other 5 or 6 times where they both were grabbing each other's jersey as they went down the field? And so I'm saying if it wasn't a takedown, if nobody tackled the other guy where he wound up on the ground, they still both had a chance to catch that ball down there. So again, I consider if pass interference had been called on that play, all of my referee buddies would have saying, he bailed that guy out, you know. Uh,
Hmm.
and that's what I'm saying. That why would you do that? In a
No.
game that's been hard fought all day long and everything else. There's no justification for that. You know. Yeah, there was a
No.
little contact uh, by both players.
So
And
both players along the way, contact, Hail Mary situation, desperation play. Let them
right,
get down. Let them get into the scoring to the end zone area. Um, if they're both upright, and then let them sell it, and whoever comes down with the ball wins the game,
right,
or vice versa. If it's not the way, or if they come down with it, there's your end result. Makes
yeah,
sense. Makes sense to me.
right.
Makes sense.
We've seen instances where both of those guys will go down, and next thing you know, the pass is stuck between one of them's legs. He's caught it some kind of way. Uh, it was a lucky play. But that's what you're asking for. You're asking for the luck from a power greater than ourselves. God, please catch this ball down here, because I'm not supposed to be able to catch anything, especially with all these other players around it, and we got no less than probably 6 people trying to catch this ball,
Right.
6, 8 folks trying to get it. So double coverage, triple coverage, quadruple coverage, whatever coverage is going on down, everybody's doing. So what was going on in the back of this play or whatever? It's somebody over there busting somebody in the back of the head over here, whatever. We're letting all that stuff go because at the end of the day, it's a desperation situation, and they're trying to answer prayer. Uh,
Very.
that's it.
Okay. Hey, you broke it down right there. So that was one of the biggest things that I was hearing from a lot of people was, hey, take a look at that situation. But as you're iterating, as you're bringing in this driving home is uh, the entire play, the entire sequence. You're putting all that together on this play, and you're letting the players decide it. And speaking of the players, Mr. Duval, do you think the players now, they're playing at a very this is a high level athletes out there. Do they understand the concept of Hail Mary most of the time?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, they know what's going on. So if they're not down there tugging and tussling and everything else trying to get to that ball, it's like, hey man, you know, uh, This is my ball now. I'm going after it, and they all were down there going after that ball. It's the same thing with a fumble. Nah, that
Oh, them
fumble.
mad scrambles.
Oh, yes, sir. It's something going on under that pile now. I can assure you that it's all kind of stuff going up under there. So you got to understand all of that. When you're
Mhm.
serving these plays, and these guys are top notch officials that are out there. Somebody was saying they weren't in position to make a call, and I'm saying yes, they were. They saw all of that. You know,
Yeah.
everybody, all the eyes were on that play, with the exception of probably the referee who's concentrating on the quarterback to make sure he's not roughed or anything like that.
Hmm.
But everybody's going, once that ball is in the air down there, you got three deep judges. You got your wing officials that are now concentrating down there because that's where all the action is. So everybody's looking at all that action all around there, whatever. And you're watching the whole entire situation. So when you got 6, 7, 8 sets of eyes, experienced eyes, sets of eyes on that play, and they made it was a decision by the crew. That's a crew decision there, because you
Okay.
see something so fragrant, what's the word? Uh,
Flagrant.
fragrant, right?
Flagrant. Hmm.
You see something so bad, regardless of where you are, you will throw a flag on that. So everybody's watching. So no flag came from anybody. So they saying the covering official. Well, on a desperation play like that, everybody is just about the covering official. You gonna watch it and see it. And I believe guys went to that dressing room, knew they had made the right call, you know,
Yeah.
and left the play alone and let them decide it like it was.
All right. Very good, man. That was our mission for today, was to break this play down before we carry on with the rest of our day. And so I definitely appreciate you stopping by once again
Yes,
and
sir.
making it official.
All righty. All righty. We got some big games today. Big games.
Yes, we do. So we're gonna keep an eye on them and see what goes down. And we'll get back in here again next week.
All right, sir.
All right. We thank everybody for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like, the notification bell, and share, because sharing is caring. And we'll catch you all on the other side. Have a great day. Thank you, Mr. Duval.